Man, oh man, 24 hours later, how Stadia's version of Division 2 sent your boy MM2K on a roller coaster ride. Let's get into it.
Not sorry. Stay sick cause I follow my gut. They say I was pushing my luck. I'ma push me a matte all black truck. Or I'm not sorry.
What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It is your boy MM2K back again with another video. Do me a huge favor before we get into this episode of the Stadia Dosage. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, rock those bells for notifications, please, so you know when your boy's dropping these doses. I appreciate all of y'all straight up because y'all know the deal, y'all know the slogan. I am not too proud to ask, and I want to thank you first and foremost. Thank you, yes you, for now bringing Stadia Dosage over 300 subs. Let's keep it rolling, baby. We're unstoppable. I can't do this without y'all. All right. So, if you followed your boy 24 hours earlier in anticipation for some heavy Stadia / Division 2 related streams or gameplay footage, I think you kind of got it in more ways than you probably expected. Just to recap, the Stadia's version of Division 2 stealth dropped on the platform around 5 a.m. Eastern. Caught note of it. There was some questions though because the price was pretty hefty. You know what I'm saying? $30 for the base game. Was it $50 for the game plus the expansion, and $80 for everything, the game, the expansion, and all year one DLC. Okay. But I'm a Division nut, so I love the game, so I went and got it anyway. There was talks from my good brother Brian and people and other DMs and stuff. They said, MM2K, hold on, Moss, just wait, man. It might be a sale. I'm like, I said, has that even happened before? I don't remember there being a sale, you know what I'm saying, after it's been dropped, you know, and nobody, you know, it could recollect that happening either. So I went and bought it. I said, I'm gonna buy it. I got stuff to do today with the wife. So before I gotta go pick her up and all the other fun stuff, let me go play this game, get a couple of hours in. I dropped $85. I was expected to drop at most 90 on it in worst case scenario. So little dismayed, didn't care. But then when I went to go boot it up, it didn't work. I kept getting the Delta 3 error. Now, as you can see now, at some point in time, that Delta 3 error went away. So I was able to play the game. And I'll talk about my experience when I was able to do that. But I was highly disappointed in that being the case. I just dropped $85 on the game. You know, more so than what I thought it should have been, you know. And now I can't even play the game. Meanwhile, everyone else is playing it. And you can hear me vent my frustrations on the previous video. You know, when this video ends, go to my previous video, my initial, you know, reaction to Division 2. And we made a big fuss. And from what I understand, during my airing of that stream with you guys, some people had come across the fact that the sales had all of a sudden dropped. The prices, had already dropped. There were pro deals for Division 2 down to $10 for the base. What was that? $20 for the expansion, and then $60 altogether for the DLC pass and all that other stuff. I can't remember exactly how it went, right? But when that dropped and people did what I did and just went and bought the game and they tried to go get refunds, they couldn't get refunds. So it was a big mess. It was a big mess. But I'm going to talk about all that together along with the good. Because the good is, once I got into the game and got able to play the game, my God, my God, my God. This footage that you're seeing here ain't doing the game no justice. It ain't. The game looks magnifique. It looks beautiful on the 4K browser. And the game response, like, even though when I'm playing other games, the game response is great, and I couldn't notice the latency. It's all about what Stadia says, the noticeable latency, right? But I didn't realize that there was latency, as when I played the Division 2 on Stadia, my responses were so much quicker. Oh my, I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was playing a lot of, Rage 2. So maybe the latency or any lag in Rage 2 is just a slight more predominant than it is in other games. But when I put in the Division, it felt snappier than, I'm not lying, it felt snappier than it did when I played on my PC. Definitely my console, but when I played on my PC. And it was at a pretty stable 60 frames. I want to say it probably dropped to like 55, 50. And that was my initial playthrough. Again, those things I expect those things, and I am understanding of those things at launch. But that old Delta 3 after 60 seconds thing, I wasn't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I wasn't feeling that after no $85, you know. But what I was able to do was I was able to refund the game, buy it again, and as you can see, get it at what I feel, it's not the best price, but I think it's a reasonable price. I expected it to, you know, be more towards the $60. I would have loved it to be cheaper than $60 for everything, but $60 I think is fair for everything. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really expect them to go over that, but in worst case scenario, I did have 90 allotted. So that's cool. The gameplay is fantastic. The gameplay is just great, man. Oh man, like, now I'm invigorated, and now I can stream this thing. As long as I don't get no more Delta 3 errors, I can stream this thing in the utmost confidence. Because I couldn't do it on PC, y'all remember, natively, because I want to stream at 60 frames per second. I don't believe in them 25, 30 frames per second streams. To me, no. Like, if you can get 60 frames, let's stream at 60 frames. That's why I put all this money into this PC, you know. And now that I can get it, I'm ecstatic. You know, with the Division, one of my favorite games of 2019. And with this expansion pack, probably one of my favorite games of 2020. We'll soon see, you know. But it's just a true testament as far as the performance is concerned with Stadia. Like, it's up there, and there's no other cloud service touching it. I'm sorry. That being said, there are some learning issues that have to be derived from this. I talked about it in my earlier video, and it still stands. I'm not giving the gold medal to Ubisoft and their support of Stadia. Granted, yes, they're putting their games on there, but they're doing it at a very hefty cost. And, you know, we don't know if we got those discounts because they were just late, or if because we were making a fuss. You got to remember, they weren't giving the discounts. They weren't refunding people at first. So it could have been something to where Ubisoft, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of this stuff is set by Ubisoft. We got to be honest here. I'm not trying to wipe Google's hands clean, because like I did in my video, I said they are culpable on not understanding how the game is played. They got to get better at that. They got to know who their friends are and who their friends aren't. And I don't care if they're signing a deal with you. If they're not putting it on paper, don't go for it. Don't fall for it. But a lot of this is Ubisoft. Look at Assassin's Creed and stuff like that. So I still stand by all that. But I'm glad to see that Ubisoft did what they needed to do to get back in reasonable favor. But I won't say everything is, A-okay. Because now I'm keeping an eye out on them. When is Uplay Plus coming? You know what I'm saying? What's going on here? Y'all done gouge me, make me double dip for games that I have elsewhere, and a lot of pull towards this platform was because Uplay Plus was supposed to be there. Everybody was all smiles and stuff at GDC, or was that E3? I can't remember where it was. All right, where's Uplay Plus? We need to see the support be a little bit more in depth than what we're seeing right now. But with that said, the games, when they do roll out and they do work the way they're supposed to, they are fantastic. I'm telling you, this is the premier way to play Division 2 as far as I'm concerned. You get the best of both worlds. You get the constant 60 frames per second that you would get on PC. You get cross-play with PC. You get cross-progression that you can from your PC version. And you ain't got to do all the tinkering and fixing this and fixing that for it to look great. It plays great on a web browser. So at the end of the day, my initial thoughts is this is a definite buy. People have been asking me, should I buy this MM2K? I definitely say buy it. I say buy it, get it. Maybe start off with the pack. My thing is I'm always looking for deals. So you got until April 1st to get what you're going to get. But if you buy the base game and then you realize that you want all the DLC and everything with it because everybody else, all your friends is playing the DLC, I would just say bite the bullet and get everything. Bite the bullet and get everything. If you like Ghost Recon and you like, the tactical shooter and stuff like that, then you're definitely going to love The Division 2. I don't know anybody. I know people that like The Division but don't like Ghost Recon. I don't know anybody that likes Ghost Recon but don't like The Division. You see what I'm saying? So I recommend you just, get the whole game while it's on discount. If you're not a pro member, if you let your pro membership lapse and you're trying to figure out what to do, I would say wait for a special. You know what I mean? But hey, this ain't my final grade. My initial grade is, I give this an A. I'll give it an A minus. I give it an A minus because of what happened with Ubisoft and the botched launch of this. But they fixed it. They fixed it rather quickly. And I could ding them more than that, but it just opened my eyes. My eyes are on the prizes when it comes to Ubisoft right now. I'm a little bit leery about them. You know what I'm saying? But if they make up for it, if they show that they're with us, like I said, you got to be with us or without us. You know what I'm saying? With us or against us. If you're with us, if you're with the Stadia community and you're churning this out and you're saying, hey, look, we got to put our best foot forward because this is a young platform, a young promising platform with a lot of tech behind it and a lot of future endeavors behind it. But people are trying to squash this dead, and we got to be culpable in making sure that we help keep this thing sustained. When I start seeing that more consistently from Ubisoft, then I'll take my eye off of them. But until then, I'm glad that the game is out here. It is fantastic. Definitely must get at least the base game of it. It looks fantastic in 4K. But with that said, future Ubisoft games, future Ubisoft initiatives, I'm keeping my eye out on them. And with that said, that's it from your boy MM2K. Let me know what y'all think about what I had to say in the comment section below, because like I always say, who cares what I think? But if you did like what I had to say, check out the links below to follow me. Those links will lead you to the Broadband Bullies, PNTS Network, Hard Knock Digital Culture, and yes, the Stadia Dosage. And with all that being said, you guys, jump in on that Division 2, baby! Hit me up, MM2K Stadia, if you want to get some of this work. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day. Peace.